We'll now talk about a small topic as part of Module 4, which is called lateral thinking. So, our agenda for discussion for this topic here would be what is lateral thinking? What are the types of lateral thinking problem solving, something called six thinking hats, a few lateral thinking puzzles, and then we conclude. So lateral thinking is a way of solving problems through an indirect and very creative approach. This term was coined in 1967 by Professor Edward de Bono. Lateral thinking is for changing concepts and perceptions. And to simplify it in just one sentence, lateral thinking is the ability to think creatively. So there are four types of thinking tools that lateral thinking uses. One is called an idea generating tool, which looks at breaking current thinking patterns or routines and helps you ideate in a different way. Focus tools, where it allows you to broaden your scope for searching new ideas. Harvest tools, where it ensures more value because it looks at selecting more critical, feasible, and implementable ideas. Treatment tools, which look at real world constraints, resources, and support, and helps in coming up with certain ideas. So lateral thinking and problem solving. What you've got to understand is problem solving is based on getting the situation to where it should be. Creative problem solving, where you solve the problem in an indirect, unconventional, extremely creative manner. Creative problem identification also exists. So many of the greatest non-technological innovations are identified, or rather they were created while realizing that an improved process or a design in everyday objects, either by accident or by chance or by studying it, leads to creative solutions for existing problems. So just to give you an idea, all of us are aware of the post-it notes by 3M. What happens was the creator of the post-it note was trying to come up with an extremely strong adhesive. But then while he was in the process of creating the strong adhesive, he found that the adhesive he created was, while strong, not very strong, and was able to keep things in a place for certain short periods of time. So he realized, people while ideating, people while working, people while planning, make these small notes. So he thought, why not have small pieces of paper with this adhesive on it, which helps you to ideate and brainstorm, and thereby through lateral thinking, the birth of the post-it note was found. So this is a very important, interesting method of lateral thinking. So it helps you look at decisions from a number of different perspectives, helps you to move out of your habitual thinking style and get a more well-rounded view of a situation. So in this six thinking hats, it allows you to adopt different styles of thinking. The first one is called the white hat, where you look at the information available, see what you can learn from it, and try and solve a problem. The red hat, you look at a problem using intuition, gut instinct, and emotion. Also try to think how other people will react to it emotionally. Then the black hat, look at all the bad points of the decision. Look at it very cautiously and defensively. Try to see why something may not work. This is important because it makes your plan stronger and more resilient when you're ironing out all the bad and the weak points. Then you have the yellow hat, which helps you to think positively, helps you keep going when everything looks gloomy and difficult. The green hat stands for creativity, where you develop creative solutions to a problem. Then the blue hat, where you're controlling a process. So when people run into difficulties because ideas are running dry, they can move either into the green hat thinking, or if they're in a position of leadership, they can move into blue hat thinking as well. So some lateral thinking puzzles are actually there here because these puzzles actually encourage you to think in a different manner. It looks very simple, but you need to think laterally. You need to don any one of the six hats and try and come up with an answer in an extremely creative manner. So, for example, you can see this. You're driving down the road in your car on a wild, stormy night, and you pass by a bus stop and you see three people waiting for the bus. One, an old lady who looks as if she's about to die. Two, an old friend who once saved your life. Three, the perfect partner you've been dreaming about. Knowing that there can be only one passenger in your car, whom would you choose? Simple. People would think you'll choose the life partner. Some other people would think, hey, the old lady is about to die, let her die. They'll either consider the old friend or the perfect partner. But most people don't realize if you give the old lady or if you help the old lady into your car, you can make your friend take the old lady to the hospital. You can wait for your perfect partner and spend time with them on the bus. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, is a way that you think laterally. Another one, a man lives in the penthouse of an apartment building. Every day in the morning, he takes the elevator down to the lobby and leaves the building. But once he returns, he can only travel halfway up the lift and he has to walk the rest of the way. Unless, of course, it's raining. What's your explanation for this? Interestingly, the man is a dwarf. So while coming down, he can reach the buttons, but upper elevator buttons are not of access to him. However, if it's raining and he has an umbrella, then he can push the buttons and go on top. So I hope you are seeing this is the way that you actually have got to think laterally, meaning a person who's using lateral thinking will move to unique ideas. You judge statements, think creatively, and by doing that, you're able to think laterally. So, this is just to give you an idea. I will follow this up subsequently with a lot of exercises on lateral thinking. If you are able to solve these, I'm quite confident you'd start developing a lateral thinking mindset. Thank you so much.